Hello and welcome to episode 98 of Tifosi Time, your number one, I guess, Italian soccer podcast in New Jersey. I don't know if we sound different. I apologize. This is a new setup. Our producer, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm Chris. I'm here with Dan. Say hi, Dan.
Hey,
And Pietro.
Hi guys.
All right. Hopefully, we're all having a good day. Poot's in the chat. She said she can hear us, which is awesome. If
so
we have
just
technical difficulties, I apologize.
really quickly, I consider we dropped it. We dropped the dead weight because we don't have Frank and we don't have Dom. So
It's true.
the
Don is
the
in
people-
the process of doing something with his house, so he's not home. And Frank, I don't even, where is Frank? I don't even know where he is.
I don't know what state he's in, but he's gonna miss out on a great show because
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit that happened.
We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Lazio and Inter, Napoli, Roma versus Juventus, and probably some Champions League group stuff. So, hold on, Dom's in chat actually. All showing
Oh
me.
wow!
Look at that, cute graphic. Thanks, Poot. All right, so we're going to get started. Where do you guys want to start?
We're starting with Inter because that was the most joy I had this weekend watching them lose.
Okay, so I put the graphic on the screen here. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but Lazio beat Inter 3-1. Well, we had goals by Anderson, Alberto, Pedro, and then Martinez for Inter. Who wants to start?
Do you want to start with what you thought about the Inter game? Not sure he can hear me.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the Inter game? You should be the happiest one. You love when Inter loses.
Listen, but you want me to talk about Lazio Inter, right?
Yeah.
All right. Lazio Inter. Lazio play very well.
Mhm.
Inter is start to show the defect he has this year. Like this, you start to see how much Perisic was doing for them.
Wait, so you think the main reason is because Perisic is
I
gone?
mean, Perisic is important, very important.
Okay.
Yeah, Perisic was the best last year, 2 years ago.
He was
So-
definitely good.
He used to do back and forth.
Well, here's the thing
Dribbling,
with
passing.
Gosens. Gosens, he's been there since January.
Gosens
He's had
still, I
one
think-
start since he's been there. I know he's been hurt a little bit, but he didn't even get the start in this game. They went with DeMarco there, so that shows like how bad he's been playing, and maybe how little faith they have in him right now because they're making DeMarco start instead of Gosens, which wasn't the idea when they bought him.
You saw Inzaghi is being criticized, right? And you see even on that side where with DeMarco and Gosens still didn't start to play a starter.
Yeah, just
Now they notice DeMarco cannot defend, right?
Mhm.
And now Wednesday I think this is going to start the Gosens. So Inzaghi keep on going back and forth. DeMarco Gosens, DeMarco. This tells you how much Perisic was for them.
Yeah, I mean, because
He didn't have this power.
Perisic started pretty much everything last year. He never came off the field.
That was those position taken for
Yeah.
Perisic.
But yeah, no, he's still trying to find the right mix because Gosens isn't playing well right now, so he didn't start. Not that DeMarco did anything good. I don't think any Inter players played particularly well on this weekend, and I give that credit to Lazio because Lazio pressed them the whole time. They played with more of a sense of urgency. They attacked. Lazio, I was really impressed with them.
Yeah, but if you notice a few games, right, they score on the mark on that position because he cannot mark. It was not the first game.
Listen, I'm not going to blame one person for why they
Yeah, but
lost.
it's important. But
Yeah.
Stone is not the same of last year.
I mean, listen, when
So the right,
when
Skriniar,
Perisic,
even Skriniar, the defense is not the same of last year.
but also at the same time, when Perisic still first started with Conte, he sent him out on loan because he said he couldn't do what he wanted him to do. He couldn't track back. He was built into that role and did better.
And then Then Inzaghi made the mistake in the beginning started the formation, right? He played like he put the team like a provincial from a small team. He put a Gagliardini
Yeah,
That I didn't
to
understand.
mark Milinko Savic. That's not good. You have to do your game.
and Milinkovic
That's why
Savic.
you should have played Chalanova. That's it.
Yeah, Milinkovic Savic had a really good game. He had an assist. He had another really nice pass that could have resulted into another goal. There was rumors about possibly him being sold, but he's not getting sold. They said that. For me, my favorite player on Lazio, and I said this last year, and he didn't even start, was Pedro. I think every time Pedro gets on the field, he makes something happen, and it's just he knows how to play and he knows how to position himself off the ball, with the ball. I think he's one
Yeah,
of the
but
better players.
even the Sarri played a good game. He learned from the past.
Mm-hmm.
He was attacking the Inter in front, right?
That's what I
If
mean.
you
Yeah.
remember last year, 2 years ago, he was a wait for Inter.
Well,
This time there was a pressing.
Lazio
Now,
beat Inter last year too.
Sarri make a mistake because he don't put Luis Alberto as a starter.
Well, that was I don't know if that was the point.
Luis Alberto is someone to start.
I don't know if that was the point that Chris was going to make, but I don't care what you have against him or what your philosophy. How do you not start Alberto every game? The guy has so much skill that he needs. I don't care Vecino. You can't start Vecino over Alberto. That's not. You're not going to put your team in a good position that way. You have to start Alberto.
I agree. He should be on the field. I don't understand it. But you said it. You said it so many times that the way to beat Inter is by pressing them, and that's what they did, and it works. So I don't know why every team just doesn't do that.
No, but you see what happened. The media, the way they talk. When Luis Alberto came in, the media say Sarri. They appraise Sarri. Say, he gets at the right substitution. Meaning Luis Alberto and the other guy. That's wrong.
For me, he should have started. So he was wrong.
He should have started different.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, for me, like I said, he has to start. Even defensively, I was surprised how well Patrick has been playing. Not having Chirby's gonna go. Felipe it hasn't been playing, and they have two relatively new central defenders, Romagnoli. Patrick's more of a fullback, and he's doing well in the middle.
Don't think. Remember last year when Inter beat Lazio, Sarri was to take a note. When make fun of him,
Yeah.
he take a note for the same. This time he did right. This time he realized he cannot wait Inter because a team that wait Inter in their defense, in their part of the field, they're going to lose.
I think every team has to realize that.
And it's sure, even last year, the small team that attack Inter, they pressing there, they make their life miserable.
Yeah.
Definitely. And this year, I think Skriniar, the Rai, Bastone, they are not the same of last year. They're not informed.
Well, the Rai hasn't been good for over a year. Last year the Rai was bad too.
You killed them.
But another thing.
Come on.
Yeah, it's awful. But another thing that Inter has to worry about now is Lukaku got hurt. So, he's injured, and it looks like he's going to miss the next 2 to 3 games, at least. At least, so they moved it up to 6 games. So he's missing Champions League games. Yeah, he's missing Champions League games. He's missing important league games. I mean, they have a lot of forwards to replace him, and not like they have Correa. They have players, so I don't know that they're going to miss him all that much, especially since Lukaku hasn't been playing. And he hasn't been playing.
They have a player, but at the same time, I think Inzaghi make a mistake. It's like he has to make a play everybody.
Yeah, I see
take a double free and put it on the ID. Sometimes you don't have to. It's not necessary.
I mean, that was the same.
You cannot just say everybody play. That's not good.
Last year, he was criticized that with his subs too. I mean, if he has his 5 subs, he makes sure he uses those 5 subs every single game. not like Allegri. He might use 2 or 3 or whatever. Inzaghi will use all 5 of his subs, and sometimes it's
Yeah,
over
but,
subbing.
but I'm not discussing the value of the player because he has a player to switch. But sometimes it's not necessary to switch.
Yeah,
Just
no,
to
I
switch.
agree. That's what I was saying. I agree with you. Sometimes,
Yeah.
go ahead, Chris.
No,
That's the mistake to do. They don't switch at the right moment.
yeah, you have to read the game, but I'm not mad at them for using subs. I think you should use your 5 subs, but you
Yeah,
should
but
read the game.
sometimes when you use subs, though, you change so much that it takes the guys another 15 minutes just to get used to who's on the field and see where you're supposed to be playing, so it can hamper you and make you play worse for 10, 15 minutes until you get used to it. So sometimes I think, too many subs is not good.
And then another thing I didn't see good. They put Correa is a good player. He put a Correa, but when he put him, he didn't do nothing. It looked like he wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't think he played.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes when you switch a player, he has to do more than the one that was in. What's the use?
I was impressed with how Lazio approached the game. I know that if you look at the stats, Inter had more shots, but Lazio had the better chances. I would say, to the two teams, and they fully deserved the win. And last week we all predicted that Inter was going to win. Nobody gave Lazio a shot. So they did a really good job. And what are they in, like, second place? I mean, I know it's super early, but they're they're playing. Yeah, they're playing really, really well, and they're getting good results. So it's an awesome win for Lazio. And now Inter's really going to see how these next 6 games are without Lukaku, how they'll gel together.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah. I think overall, Sarri learned from the previous year. So he understood he has to press it to win.
It's good one coach finally realized that. I hope the rest of the league realizes that too. Press Inter, press them. They won't be good. So anyway, do you want to go to another game, Chris?
Yeah. Do you want to move to Juventus?
Yeah, we can talk about Juventus. That's fine.
All right.
This was technically the big game of the week. Before the week started, everyone said, "Ooh, Juventus Rome, Juventus Rome." That's our big one. And what it ended up being is a 1-1 draw. I think this game was a tale of two halves, and I'm sure I'll let Daddy, talk about it. But first half, Juventus played one of their best halves in a very long time, and then the second half was terrible.
Well, I agree. And as a matter of fact, Mourinho, he said in the interview, he say in the first half we had the cool like this, like they could lose 2-3-0 in the first half.
Yeah, so actually at halftime, hold on. At halftime, he said actually to his team, "I'm ashamed to be your coach." That's how bad Rome played.
Daniel. Before to get to the second half, right?
Yeah.
They had no last goal, right?
Yeah, so...
And to me, it was enough to know. Because you see, all right, he touched with the hands. But the ref and the VAR didn't took in consideration the adversary of Vlahovic wasn't there pushing him.
Okay, let's explain to anyone who's listening who might not have saw. So first of all, the first half, Vlahovic scores a beautiful free kick goal in the second minute, which if you've watched Juventus in the past 3 years, they never score free kick goals.
I was gonna say, when's the last time they scored a free kick goal?
It was versus, it's on the bottom there. Ronaldo in 2020 versus Torino was the last.
It was a beautiful goal.
It was a beautiful goal. If you haven't seen it, watch the highlights. It was beautiful.
Perfect.
But the play that you're referring to is Locatelli's goal that was taken away. So basically what it was is Vlahovic is dribbling upfield and the ball's bouncing around and it hits him in the arm. He passed the ball to Quadrado. Quadrado passes it back to Locatelli. He shoots from 25 yards out and scored a beautiful goal. Yeah. They go to VAR and they say that Vlahovic played the ball with his hand, which he did. It did hit his hand. But you're saying because the defender was there and pushing him around, he couldn't really control his hand or whatever.
No, because you see, you have to take in consideration the guy is behind the Vlahovic. He pushed a little bit, so to push, he moved his hands. It's not he put his hands to fix the ball.
But again, that's not the rule though. They're going to call it every time if they see the player touch the
No,
ball with
no,
their
no. But I
hand.
think for me it was a goal.
Well, so then
Hey,
you want a rule change then?
no, it was a goal because to me it was to. Oh, anyway, go to the second half.
Well, I think that was a beautiful goal, and it's a shame it didn't.
It was a good news because second half.
Yeah.
Mourinho take two people. One of them was the defender Mancini, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he adjusts something midfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, for somewhat, Juventus stop to play the way it was playing this first half. Like, you became an old Juventus, like retreat, right? In that case, Allegri, my favor, made a mistake. The first thing, the first change he should have done is see Quadrado in difficulty, tied, take him out, put Rovella in front of the defense,
Mm-hmm.
move a little bit on the Mazzala Locatelli, and they would have set the game. They would have played still.
I agree
And then
with.
go from there.
Yeah.
Instead, no, he put it. Instead of the Rovella came after two or three people.
Yeah. No, he was one of the later subs. I agree
So you
with.
don't know how to make the change.
Yeah. I mean, for me, and I think for everyone, if you didn't watch the game, Moretti was the best player on the field.
Yep.
And if that game right, well, especially in the first half, if that game right there doesn't show you that kid should be playing more, and really, here's his mistake from the beginning, because Locatelli should not be playing that far deep. He should be playing a little further up. So me, if I'm the coach, I'm taking Rabiot out, and I'm putting Rovella right in front of the defenders, and then I'm having Moretti and Locatelli.
Yeah, but before Rabiot, he should have taken Quadrado.
I understand, but for me, I only want to play with three midfielders. If I'm the coach, I'm putting those three midfielders.
Because Rabiot was playing okay.
But still,
Quadrado, he did what he had to do. He was tied. So in there, you start when you see, if you compare the first half with the second half, and we drop on the second half, we drop physically. So
I agree with that.
You should have put someone, so people to bring strength.
But my issue is the way he sets them up in the beginning. Locatelli should not be playing that deep. He should be more advanced.
Right, but you have right now the player position.
I would have
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so you would have taken Quadrado out.
No, I would have took Rabiot out.
He just brought Zaccaria before Rovella.
Yes, which was a mistake. It was a mistake for me. But going back to Moretti, I mean, to see somebody who can break the lines and get behind the midfield and actually carry the ball and play the ball quickly and
forward.
Play it forward with accurate passes and vision on his passes.
Moretti play forward. He doesn't go
pretty
back.
much. Yeah, he was playing forward. He was Vlahovic's help. Yeah, I agree. He was playing forward.
People limited to press the ball back. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You go up.
It's the right mentality. It's the way you should play.
That's why with the action that brought to Locatelli in goal, it's because Miretti went up.
Yeah.
And then passed the ball to Quadrado. Quadrado passed back to the.
He needs to play.
Go back.
Yeah, I mean you can't score if you keep passing the ball backwards. He's one of the few who pass the ball forward. So I think we're all in agreement. That kid needs to play more often, and he needs to get a bigger role in the team.
That's what I'm saying. The team can play better, even with this player they have. If Allegri play the young people like Rovella, he know what he's doing. The team can play better.
I mean, they just showed it. They just showed.
And
that they
I don't understand. You know what I understand, Daniel? The entrance of Keane. Every time that guy enters, I don't even know where he plays.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he's useless.
I don't even know where he plays.
Yeah. We should talk about Rome a little bit too, because to me, Rome didn't play good at all. I mean, in the second half, obviously they played better. The goal they scored was off a corner kick, which Dybala got the assist to Abraham.
I was happy for him.
I was happy for Dybala too.
Yeah, but I was happy. But sometimes they're professional, but they don't even know what they're doing.
What, you think he did it by accident?
When I watch him close there.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I agree. The ball's hit over everyone. Why is Dybala the only one tracking
Why the
it?
ball by himself?
Yeah,
Nobody will watch him.
It was. I mean, that cross was terribly hit, and he's the only one that went to it. Where are the defenders?
They're terrible on set pieces.
That's why, Alessandro, you could. What about to watch the ball, not to stay in the middle and not to catch the ball?
I mean, what's your assignment before the play starts? What are you supposed to be doing? I don't think he knew what he was supposed to be doing. Was he supposed to stay at the post? Was he supposed to stay in the middle? Who was he marking? If they're
we had the people in the middle.
That's what I'm saying.
We had Danilo. We had did you see Alessandro? If it was, what about the ball? The ball wouldn't have the time to bring the ball in.
Get in his face a little bit, yeah. But I don't think Rome played particularly well. I think
Roma didn't deserve the point.
That's what I'm saying.
The Wizards deserved to win.
I think they were extremely happy to get that point, Rome. Away to Juventus where you're down 1 and you're playing like crap and you still get the point.
No,
I think you take that.
That's a great result.
Even the coach, you see, usually Pellegrini's one the best. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was not one person who stuck out to me for Rome. They were all bad.
I didn't notice him at all.
Smalling played okay defensively. I thought he was tough, fighting with Vlahovic. But other than that, I don't know that I saw anyone that actually, I could say played a good game.
Who played good who played good in the Smalling.
That's what I just said, Smalling, yeah.
Smalling, he managed the defense a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, they only let up 1 goal. But in the end, you see, Juventus only
had
3 shots on goal.
Just that goal.
Yeah.
Why is he? They're not to have a shot.
So 1 point for them, I think, was big. I think that was great for them. Is there anything else about this game? What are your thoughts on Kostic? Do you think he played okay?
Kostic, you can do better, I think.
Me too, but I think he played better than week 2, though.
Yeah, but I think he can do better because, you see, I think he can do better because still I think Kostic is not in form, completely in form. As a matter of fact, the cross he doesn't do the way you know how.
Yeah, they're not as hard as they usually are. Yeah. I think he's just getting comfortable.
But it's going to get better.
Yeah.
I have to give it some time.
He better.
Yeah, I mean they're expecting crosses. I think obviously once Di Maria comes back too, you're going to see more things open up for Kostic and everyone else. So you just got to wait a few more.
Another thing is I don't understand for the people, Paredes. How long do you take it to get to this guy?
Well, I think they're waiting.
Everybody gets any bar. Milan look like it doesn't have mind. They took 2 guys right away.
They bought 2 people.
And then never mind. Hey, wait. Wait.
I think they're waiting for Arthur to go, but I don't know.
I'm not going to Arthur the same thing.
It's ridiculous how no one will take.
The question with the Paredes, you know what it is? They want a diritto di riscatto. E PCG, they want obbligo di riscatto.
What do they want? They want obligation?
Yeah, they obligate. Juventus has to.
Obligation to buy.
To buy. And then the Juventus, they say, no, diritto. If you want.
Yeah.
That's a you believe to this guy or no? He's 27 years old.
Yeah, I know. You either want him or you don't. If you don't want him, why are you even going after him? Is he just a quick fix?
Computer don't believe.
Yeah, if he's a quick fix, just play Rovella. What's the point of this guy? You know what I mean? Like make a decision. So, the transfer window ends when, Chris? This weekend? When's that end?
Yeah, the 1st, right?
Arturo, nobody wants Arturo. We wait for Arturo to leave.
Because his salary is too much.
Oh, it's Wednesday, I think, the transfer window.
Yeah, but did you hear about the salary, Christo? Did you hear the last news? Ronaldo, Napoli?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk
Manchester
about
should pay 85% of the salary.
Well, let's go to the Napoli game.
100 million, Ronaldo free. I would do that away, this is deal.
Oh, I would too. So the deal, and this is rumors, right? So that Ronaldo wants to go on a Champions League team. They're talking the rumors of Napoli going. So it's Osimhen for Ronaldo, but also Manchester United is paying pretty much all of Ronaldo's salary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
5%.
And then there's a transfer fee with it or no?
Yeah.
No, they get Osimhen 400 million.
and 100 million. Yeah. So I mean, if you're Napoli, it's very hard to turn down that much money.
Yeah,
I turned down 100 million. You know one thing, Ronaldo is going to score his 25 goals, 20, 25.
Yeah, I think it'd be helpful.
But the thing is, there's more to it than you guys like. Osimhen has to agree to it. He's already said he wants to play in the Champions League. He doesn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't think this is going to happen. I'm saying if I was Napoli, it'd be very hard for me to turn this down.
Yeah, but you see, Osman, if you go to Manchester United, he's going to make 10 million a year.
Yeah, but that's money's not
That's
everything.
true, Chris. I mean, the pay rates.
I know the player they have the free, like they're going to beat zero, things like that. But the team has to do it. It's business too.
Yeah,
Somebody, if they can make money with some guy, either you go or not. In other words, take Rabiot and Rugani. They didn't want to go to no place. Stay in the bench. Stay in the tribune.
Yeah, but in Rabiot's case, you end up starting.
But Chris, if you know De Laurentiis, the guy is in the business of making money. So don't be surprised if he's entertaining this. And
I get it.
I can make this much money, and then I can get Ronaldo. And so
they have to stop the limit to buy somebody else.
I get it. He should be entertaining it. My thing is, Osimhen has to.
So who lost that? Who lost that? You see, Rabiot, he would have got in general got zero, right? Out.
Yeah.
But he will lose the spot in the national team.
Yeah.
If they want to play. So it's up to you. Lose. And then it's not Rabiot 100% of Ravelos or McKenna or anybody else. They're the same. So you do what I say. Go.
So that's the game. That's the one rumor. I don't know. We'll see if anything comes of that. But going to the actual game, Fiorentina versus Napoli, 0-0 draw. If you've watched the first 2 weeks of the season, Napoli's been the best team. For me, this game, I loved the way Fiorentina played as compared to Napoli. I think Fiorentina played better, and if either of the teams deserved to win, it was Fiorentina, not Napoli. Did you watch any of this game, Chris?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, Fiorentina played a little bit better.
Fiorentina played better. For me, I've said this for years. Since he was on Verona, Amrabat played such a good game and is such a good midfielder. Tracking back.
But you know what I don't understand the Fiorentina Napoli. If I was the Fiorentina coach, I would have taken Jovic out.
Yeah, I agree.
He didn't do nothing.
I think
he had the Cabral in there.
Yes, Jovic was.
He didn't do nothing to stay inside.
He was non-existent. So of the chances, Sotil is actually the one who had the most chances. And if he could finish even worth half a, whatever, like he can't finish.
The matter, you know what is some coach or some team, they because they buy someone, they have to make him play. That's wrong.
Yeah, no.
You didn't touch a ball. Just one head, and then you pass it to the goal. No, so you have a Cabral there. Put a Cabral, and you have another one besides Cabral.
Well, last year they invested a lot of money in Cabral too, so I don't think they should give up on him. They should have took Jovic out. I thought he played pretty bad. So
I don't understand why Gonzalez didn't play.
I don't know if he's injured or what his deal is.
He was injured.
Even dressed, yeah.
He wasn't dressed because to me
he was injured, right?
If you
because
take
Gonzalez
Sotil out,
is one of the best.
You take Sotil out and you put Gonzalez there, he might have buried a couple of those goals.
Yeah, but Sotil didn't have a bad game.
No, I know, but he had all the chances. He's got to work on his finishing. You had Barak, who was just signed, start.
He's going to be helpful.
He's going to help their midfield. He's strong.
That guy. Did you see the guy? The left wing? What's it? Sotil?
Yeah,
he did some good play, but then he gave the ball to the goal.
Yeah, but also he can't finish. So that was the problem. Even Kwame off the bench had energy and was doing things like they're a deep team. They're a well-coached team. Dodo played really, really well. The Georgian kid had real hard time getting by him. He was physical. He was strong. He was fast. Dodo played really, really well in that game. I like what Fiorentina's doing. I like their depth. I like their style. They didn't sit back and let Napoli do whatever they wanted. They kind of took the game to them too.
That ends. They had a game earlier in the week, so it's kind of impressive that they were.
but defensively to shut down Napoli for two shots on goal, I thought they did really, really well. And like I said, if either team deserved the 3 points, it's more Fiorentina than Napoli.
Even the Georgia, the left wing, which is was
Yeah, he did not. He did nothing.
Calavala, he did do nothing.
Yeah, that's what I said. Dodo played really, really well.
That guy, the Dodo, he knocked him beautiful.
Yeah.
Wait, also, I did watch this game. Moret is terrible.
Oh yeah, that's what you get from him. Merit, he's saying he stumbles, he bobbles the ball.
Oh, you know what? Fiorentina Napoli, they talk about Kim, right?
Yeah.
The media, they say he played good. I don't even notice he was there.
No, I think he played good. He did play good.
I don't even notice. Who he was marking?
He played well.
He was marking Jovic. Maybe it was.
He was strong in the air. He tried to make some runs going forward. I thought he played well.
He must have been doing good because Jovic didn't do nothing.
Well, Jovic, yeah, he was non-existent. A couple of things with Napoli also, which is going to be finalized, is Fabian Ruiz going to PSG. That's pretty much almost done. So they're going to get $15 to $20 million from that. They're also talking still about Navas coming from PSG to Napoli, which I think would be a huge upgrade for them, and it would be awesome. I love Navas. I think he's still one of the best goalies in the league, in the world. So I would like to see him there. But yeah, and then you had all their new signings come in too, like Spalletti did a line change.
I think one thing, if Napoli get Ronaldo and Navas can win the championship.
I think they can win.
I like Osimhen the way he played, but I thinking that Ronaldo is going to score his goal. Mm-hmm. He's going to score his goal, right? And Navas is good goalie. Hey,
I think they can win it without Ronaldo. To be honest, they can win the title. But Raspadori came in, Simeone came in, and Dombele came in. Also, all their new people are starting to get time. And Raspadori made a difference off the bench. He was one of the few who actually
we love him.
Moved forward, shot on net, moved around, passed the ball nicely. So that was another good signing for Napoli. I think he's going to be really, really, really well. I don't know how long he'll stay at Napoli, to be honest. I think one of the big three will buy him in a couple of years. So yeah, that was that game. 0-0. Yeah, you wish there were some goals, but it wasn't a terrible game,
Yeah.
What's the other game you have, Chris?
Milan.
Bologna. Man, this game sucked. Well, it sucked because Bologna played so bad. They didn't really do anything offensively. So you had it was 2-0, right?
Yeah, Leao and Giroud.
Leao and Giroud scored. So Leao's goal, even his goal, yes, he got open, but he shot near post. And Skorupski, you shouldn't get beat like that near post, Giroud had a nice goal, pass from Leao over the top, where nice dexterity from Giroud, and contorting his body with the far post goal. I will say De Ketelaere. Did you watch this game? You watched Milan?
I saw parts of it. He looks like a good player.
He looks good. He's good. That kid's gonna be good. Really, he's already good. But I'm saying,
who should not convince me too much this year? Maybe because he's not still in form. Tonali is not the way last year.
Well, he's coming back from injury too, though.
He's going to come back anyway.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
Kalulu still played good, but De Ketelaere, that kid is going to be. People are going to open up their eyes in the Champions League and their Champions League games, and then in the World Cup also, he's gonna make a name for himself. And I think he played really well. Just his passes over the top. He's got long strides. He's fast. He's big. He's strong. He played well. He's better than Brahim Diaz, 100%. I don't think I would play Brahim Diaz much the rest of the season, to be honest.
No, he would be starting every game.
Yeah, not in that role at least. If you can play Brahim somewhere else.
You know what I think about Milan? I think the adversary, they give too much space to Leao. If I was a coach, I would make sure my mark, the one that mark him would be close to him.
Well, so here's the thing.
He's so quick.
So, one of the breakaways.
Some game, you have to think who's the danger one.
Well, one of the breakaways that he had, he dribbled around Medel, who's 35 years old, and so slow and just lets him go around. Yeah, he didn't score on the play, but like that guy's got no chance versus Leao. So yeah, they probably should mark him a little tighter and check who's actually marking him because you're
You
setting
have to
yourself
mark,
up for
you
failure.
have to mark him close and try to anticipate.
Yeah, but you can't have Medel guarding him either.
If you leave
He's
space,
slow.
he kill you.
Yeah. And I still don't think Leao scored. I still don't think he's playing good. Like
No.
he's got so much room for improvement. But they did get the 3 points. Bologna did nothing. They had a couple interchanging plays with Barrow and Arnautovic. No shots on net. Cambiasso, who's Juventus owned, didn't really do it. He had one cross.
Hey,
He didn't really-
Cambiasso played good, but he did the one mistake on the first goal.
Yeah, he was he was at
That-
the first goal.
Even Mialovic say that's something you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. So
And
I
they
mean,
made that mistake, it cost the goal.
they were poor Bologna. They were not good, and I expected more from them because
But
Mihailovic.
Cambiasso is good. Juventus should have kept him.
Yeah, well, I agree with that.
We said that day one.
Yeah. So they get the 3 points though, Milan, and that's good for them. And then
And about Juventus, even for next game, he says he's going to put it Rugan again. They got to know.
Awesome.
What
Chris,
do we got to for?
bring up the scores of the rest of the games. We'll run them down real quick,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about them. I mean, I can see it on my screen too because I have it up here. Do you want to read it?
No, I don't care.
All right. Well, I'll run through the games, and you tell me if you have any comments. So Monza lost to Udinese 2-1. We had who do we have? Cremonese lost to Torino 2-1. Torino quietly is playing well at the beginning of the season. What do they have? Like 7 points?
It's all the coach, man.
Yeah, their new signings scored both the goals. So
No, but the roster is decent too.
it is. They don't have a terrible roster. You had Sassuolo versus Spezia 2-2 draw. In this game, I don't know if you watched this, Dragowski for Spezia let Piemonte score that equalizer goal. It was terrible. He came up, it ran into the defender, and the ball was just right there for the open net. In his defense, Dragowski did make 2 amazing saves at the end of the game. So he gave one, but he took a couple too.
I like Dragowski. I'd rather have him than Moret.
Dragowski's he's not consistent enough. Yeah, so that was a draw, and Spezia ended that game with only 10 men too, and Sassuolo couldn't score. Atalanta beat Verona 1-0. Atalanta's another team who we think are good maybe, but didn't really have crazy expectations, but they're getting results.
They are, but like they have so many new players, it's taking them time to like gel,
They got a lot of new players, and also Verona had some chances and actually tried to play. Lazovic hit a crossbar, had another nice, Russo had a nice game.
If you consider Verona, they got rid of a lot of good players.
Yeah, I think they're still.
But that's what I mean. It disappoints me because like they could have been good, but they got rid of everyone.
Yeah, but it's not a make money,
Yeah,
These
Yeah,
people
but if you
survive.
get relegated,
These people survive. They sell people.
yeah. But you know what? Even with getting rid of those players, they still don't play terrible. They'll fight every week, most weeks. This game, here's the funny one. Salernitana beat Samp 4-0. Samp, the same team who just tied Juventus 0-0, just lost to Salernitana 4-0.
The same team. Allegri say what's up 0-0 with Sampdoria.
It's ridiculous.
I
Salernitana 4-0.
I give Gianpaolo one more week.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you made the call on that one in our season prediction.
He's terrible.
First coach fired is 100% him.
I can put some consideration, right? Juventus is going to get he's going to loan out Fagioli and Rovella, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to say to the team, to Agnelli company, you give this to people to team, they have to try to save themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to struggle in there, both of them.
Yeah.
What experience are they going to make?
That's the thing. Like Rovella played for Genoa 2 years in a row, but what did he
what
learn from them?
experience?
He learned shit from them,
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't matter what Rovella, remember, with Genoa, the coach wasn't putting him in
he put him on
because
the
he wanted people to fight, really fight. He was the only one who played soccer.
Yeah, you want to put them in positions where they're gonna succeed and learn.
Play with Juventus the way play a little bit.
Yeah. But actually, we're making fun of Sam, but Salernitana actually played soccer.
But that's a relative. The Sampdoria sack.
I know, but like Dia, Bonazzoli, like Valhena, they all scored very nice goals. They attacked
And you don't tell me Sampdoria with Juventus motivational shit or things like that. No, Juventus play bad.
Yeah.
Because if Juventus will play a quarter, I will play with Roma a quarter.
Yeah, they would have killed them.
He scored 4 goals.
So Salernitana's roster though is pretty decent. Like they actually made moves and are trying to stay up.
No, I agree. They're looking to stay up.
Yeah, which reminded me though, Ederson actually got his first run with Atalanta. He looked pretty good.
Ederson's very good. I thought that was a great signing for Atalanta. Yeah. Salernitana, the reason I like them also is like anytime they have a home game, their fans are awesome. I don't know if you noticed that, Chris. Like their crowd behind the net is so much fun.
I think Salernitana is a little bit okay. You know why? Because he has a coach with good journey.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Yeah.
Coach with the, he motivates them.
Yeah, he's got an attitude. And then the other game was Lecce versus Empoli, 1-1 draw. Parisi, one of my, I wish he was on Juventus, the fullback, scored. Stravezza scored for Lecce. My two favorite goalies in the league, by the way, were in that game, Falcone and Vicario, just a heads up. I love them both. So you want to throw out the standings, Chris?
Sure. Table from after round 3?
Yeah. So this is the table. Go ahead, Chris.
No, so 6 teams with 7 points: Napoli, Milan, Lazio, Atalanta, Torino, Rome.
I think the only surprising one out of that is Torino, right?
Torino. Followed by Inter with 6 and Juventus with 5. Bottom 3 are Samp, Cremonese, and Monza.
Yeah, and out of the 3 bottom teams, Samp is the worst one. Even though they have 1 point, they're the worst one.
They are not good, dude.
Yeah. So that's the table again. Very early. You can't really judge anything yet. Do you want to go to our predictions?
Yeah. From last week, we did not do good.
No, we did not do good actually. So you're in first. You have 7 points.
Man.
Yeah, you have 7 points. Chris and I have 4 points, and Frankie has 2 points. Frankie's awful at this. Like just like last year, he's bad at it this year. But you're doing a lot better this year.
That's true. I got to warm up already.
Yeah. So, Chris, before we do our predictions, do you want to throw up the Champions League groups because those were drawn, and then we'll do our predictions because there's 2 weeks that we have to talk about.
Sure. Which Champions League group? All the Italian teams got screwed. So good luck. To be honest, I was working, so I didn't see all the groups.
Why don't you say they're going to be good games?
They're going to be good games, but these groups are tough.
So the draw was this week. And we'll run down each group, and then you can talk about what you want. Napoli, who are in a group with Ajax, Liverpool, and Rangers. Not an easy group.
That's tough.
That's a tough group, right?
I expect them to go through, though.
The way they're playing, yeah, I think Napoli has a legitimate chance to go through.
Mm-hmm.
I think those will be all fun games. I think.
The first game is Napoli Liverpool, right?
I didn't even see the schedule.
Yeah,
the other group, Milan has Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dynamo. So an English team, Austrian team, and a Croatian team.
Milan they can go to.
Milan, they should go through.
They should go
through. Inter has the group of death.
This is tough.
It's Inter, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Victoria Plzeň. I don't know how to pronounce it. Czech Republic team.
Yeah, but they're going to play. They can play.
They can play. They can come out of that group 100%. But they're gonna have the toughest road out of all the teams, especially Lukaku's not even there the first game.
The paper, Barcelona, Bayern are better, but Inter is not bad.
No, I agree. It'll be out of all the teams, they'll have the toughest road, though, I think. And then you have Juventus, who has PSG, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa.
Juventus has to play with Benfica.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to come down to, right? Because you figure PSG, Juventus.
Yeah, but even I don't think they're going to beat us and PCG, they're not going to beat us.
That's not a given. Yeah, everyone think, PSG. PSG's
They're not
failed
going to
so
beat us.
they failed so many times in this tournament.
Oh, did you see the joke on Facebook? There was a
No.
joke. Three people, Mappe, Messi, and Neymar. And then there was a Levi and Sandro. And Sandro say, you have to mark one of the
Wait. Also, it's
I
not
have
that we
marked
think
one of the
PSG is so good. It's just that I don't trust Juventus. So I
No,
can see
I agree. Yeah, Juventus could not show up to all these games.
also.
No, what you see at that game too, poor people like Gatti,
Yeah,
they just mark them, you know.
beat them up. Side note: I had $5 free bets, so I put them on Inter, Juventus, Milan, Napoli, and Tottenham to win.
$5.
What, win the
whole
Champions League?
Yeah, the Champions
so,
League.
that's 5 free bets you wasted.
You lost, huh?
Yeah, I don't
No,
care.
out of all those teams, Tottenham has the best chance to.
They were like the lowest odds, I think.
Yeah, I like what Conte's doing over there.
So they all have to win to win.
No, if one of them wins, I win a lot of money.
Oh, yeah? And that's not fine.
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
to
the
win
whole
the
thing.
Champions League. You know how
The
hard
whole
that is?
team.
Yeah.
It's not gonna
Uh,
happen.
So the games are in a couple weeks. We'll talk more about it in the future episodes. But interesting groups. Feel bad for Inter, right?
Yeah.
So the first round, it's a good game for the Italian team.
To be honest, I
You
didn't
know,
see the
there
schedule.
is Milan and Chelsea,
Yeah.
Napoli, Liverpool, Juventus, PSG, and who's the other one? Inter.
What is it? Milan, Chelsea,
Yeah, Inter will play.
Bayern Munich, probably
Barcelona.
Barcelona or Bayern Munich. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
I didn't look at the schedule.
So for this week we're gonna do our predictions, but we're gonna do 6 games because there's 2 weeks this week. There's the midweek games and then the weekend games. So for those who don't know, we each pick a game, we pick the winner, and then we pick a score. So you get 1 point if you get the result right, and then another point if you get the score right. So since Frank's not here, we'll just pick
Hey
games
guys,
and we'll get his scores.
today there is enough people who learn no time and nothing.
Yeah, no, you don't see it on your screen. There's people in the chat. You just can't see
They
it.
are in chat.
Yeah, you can't see it. So round 4, midweek games. Is this Tuesday and Wednesday, Chris?
No, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday. Actually, it's 3 days. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So who wants to pick first?
Me.
Foot game.
Atalanta and Torino.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad one.
Atalanta Torino.
Yeah, that's
That's a tie.
September 1st at 2:45 Eastern.
That's a tie. 1-1.
Atalanta's home.
Both teams 7 points.
I'm gonna say 2-2 tie.
2-2 tie. I'm going to say 2-1 Atalanta win.
Okay.
I think they're going to start getting their new players in more and more, and they're gonna. I really like that Ederson move. Next game, you can't see the game, so me and Chris will just pick the 4 games, and then you'll do your thing.
Well, 3 games. We'll just do 3.
What about Frankie? Oh yeah. All right, so we'll do 3 and 3. I guess. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So let's do Sassuolo and Milan.
Sassuolo's home.
Sassuolo's home.
Sassuolo Milan. 1-1.
2-1 Milan.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2-1 Milan. Also, I don't particularly like the way Sassuolo's playing right now.
I think they need to gel. They have too many changes.
I think they need
Yeah,
Traore back.
Sassuolo did good all the time with Milan, huh?
Yeah, but I think they're missing
Don't forget.
Traore. You know, they need to get that center forward position under control. They did just sign Arnest, the French kid, also
Yeah, from Spezia.
from Spezia, who's got some talent.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the other game you want to pick, Chris?
I mean, do you want to just pick Juventus for Spezia?
No, that's a stupid one. You want to pick Juventus Spezia?
All right, then pick like one that could be a toss-up, like Empoli and Verona.
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad one. Empoli versus Verona.
Empoli's home.
1-1.
I think draw on this too. I don't think that either of these teams are gonna push more. So I'm saying 2-2 draw.
I'm saying 0-0. I hate both these teams.
And keep in mind, the lineups for this midweek games are going to be so out of whack because there's only like 3 days off. So you're going to see people get their first time on the field, and it's going to be a mess, these games. They usually are. The midweek games are usually really bad.
Yeah, it's like the NFL. Thursday night games suck.
Yeah, so these games are going to most likely suck. Then go to round 5, Chris, because that's the weekend game. So what is this? I think it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
There's some awesome games here, man.
Yeah, this is a good week. Round 5 is really good. And that's why you're going to see a lot of people bench too, because they want to suit up for round 5. So, Chris,
I mean, the 3 on the left here, I think we got to do, right?
I think so, right? These are the all September 3rd games. So that is Saturday, these games. So the first one is Fiorentina.
Yes.
Fiorentina versus Juventus. Fiorentina's home. This is a great game.
Juventus 2-1.
2-1 Fiorentina.
Yeah, I think I'm going Fiorentina 2-1. I think Fiorentina is going to have confidence, and they're building confidence.
Mm-hmm.
The next one, the derby, Milan versus Inter. No Lukaku. Milan is technically the home team.
2-2.
You think draw? You're hoping for a draw.
No, 2-2.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 3-2 Milan.
High scoring. I'm saying 2-1 Milan. I think Milan's the better team. And then
the last one we have Lazio versus Napoli. Lazio's home.
Lazio Napoli.
Yeah, there's some such good games this weekend.
I'm gonna say. Would you say 1-1? I'm gonna say 2-1 Napoli.
Yeah, I think Lazio is due for finally to lose something. So 2-1 also Napoli. So I'm sure all those predictions will be wrong.
Yes.
We'll see.
I was
gonna say, do we have anything else to mention?
No,
one last thing. Italy's new away jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen them, I like them personally. Everyone else in the world hates them. From Puma.
I don't really like them.
You don't like them? And you said before you don't like the jerseys. I like them. I don't know why. It's different.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen them, check them out. That's gonna do it. We weren't on YouTube live, but we will post this. I think.
Yeah.
We're gonna post this for YouTube viewers, and then it'll be on your podcast and all that stuff.
I don't know how to do that, but we'll do it.
I'm sure we'll figure it out. We will see you guys next week.
Yes. Thanks for watching.
Good night, guys.
Bye.